Why do prices keep going up? I was at Bed Bath and Beyond. I tried to buy a duvet, and I remember the last time like I got one probably around I want to say 2014. I remember in my head duvets costing $100 for a queen bed. Now they're damn near $1,000, or at least like $400, $500. How, Sway? How? So inflation is crazy. And you know what? It's probably COVID. That probably spiked up the price because so many people are at home now. So they have to like have comfortable duvets. So they'll just invest in a duvet. So the price like shot up. I just don't even understand. But anyway, I saw this really interesting CNN article about inflation. It says inflation explained, why prices keep going up and who's to blame. And this is it's so informative. Okay, I'm just gonna read like the first paragraph just to give you a glimpse of what it's about. Confused about inflation? You're not alone. Inflation is paradoxically both incredibly simple to understand and absurdly complicated. Let's start with the simplest version. Inflation happens when prices broadly go up. That broadly is important, as at any given time, the price of goods will fluctuate based on shifting tastes. Someone makes a viral TikTok about Brussels sprouts, and suddenly everyone's got to have them. Boom, sprouts prices go up. Meanwhile, sellers of cauliflower, last season's trendy veg, are giving their goods away. Such fluctuations are constant. So this article goes into depth about COVID and its effect on inflation, and they talk about how the car industry, the automobile industry, sort of like during COVID, when COVID hit, they just shut off all their operations, which is like a smart thing for any business to do. But what happened was, I guess they didn't see this coming, but what happened was, because people were afraid of public transportation, because they didn't want to, expose themselves to COVID, and people weren't flying again because they didn't want to expose themselves to COVID, the demand for cars went up. And it took them a while, but because they shut down, and it takes you so much time for you to get the manufacturers to create because cars require so many parts, and it takes a lot of time for you to get all those parts, and they're getting them from different ends of the world, different factories around the world, and these are factories that require workers, and you have to have workers work in a safe environment. It is COVID. So it just kind of put a delay on their ability to create new cars, which increased the demand of cars, which increased the price of cars, to the extent that some people were selling their used cars, like let's say 1 or 2 year old car. They were selling it for more than they bought the car for. This is unheard of. Everybody says when you buy a car and you take it out the lot, you lose, what's the number? I think 20% of the price goes down the drain. But for you to be able to sell an old car, a used car for more, that's incredible. But the thing about inflation that's super scary is how unvaluable cash is. Holding cash. This is why every like financial guru on YouTube is going to tell you to invest your money, put your money into assets. An asset is something that will create money, will create wealth. A liability is something that will diminish wealth. And so if I have $100 today and I put it in a bank, in 10 years from now, I'll lose that, because inflation is about 2%. It's about 2% a year. So I'll lose 20% of that money in 10 years. So this is crazy. So my $100 is now worth $80. Yeah, it's still going to be $100, but it's based on what I'll be able to purchase with it, what the cost of goods are in the world. It's going to cost $80, which is like completely insane. And it's just why every financial guru says, put your money into assets, buy houses, put tenants in them, because the cost of real estate always increases. Put your money in the stock market, so that your money grows, have a 401k, all of that. But either way, I just think it's super interesting. I wanted to talk about this because I just couldn't believe when I went into Bed Bath and Beyond, and like I remember in 2014 buying a duvet for a queen bed, and I paid like maybe like I don't think it was up to $100. Maybe it was like 120. And to think that now it costs $400, that's insane. And it just proves that like it must have been COVID, because more people were spending time at home. Therefore, they needed to make sure they had to be comfortable in their house. So they probably bought more duvets and did all that. I don't know. I don't know if this is valid, but it seems like it, because I don't know how, if inflation is 2% a year, how on earth, 2014, damn, that was 8 years ago. Fair enough. I went in 2021 in December, probably the last week of December, or December month. So, but damn, 8 years ago. That is 10. Wow. Look at how time flies, man. 2014 is 8 years ago. Wow. Just remembering that you're old. This is that moment right now. But either way, yeah. So I'm just surprised anyway, even if it was just 8 whole years ago, but like for it to triple the price, to be 3 times more now, like I guess there's a high demand for it. But either way, I just wanted to make this video to let everybody know to make sure you invest your money. Don't just keep your money in the bank, because you're going to lose 2% every single year. Those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all the above. My name is Kenim, and see you next time. Which is it's a channel more about relationships, dating, modern culture, all the stuff that you saw me posting on this channel about the red pill, about modern dating, about modern culture, all my cultural essays. I've moved them to that channel. This channel, I'm going to stay focused on, having this dynamic discussions about trending topics in media, entertainment, music, etc. So I'm going to keep, and Web3, all of that. So this channel is going to be hyper focused on this, but I've moved all my content about, like I said, all that content is going to go on the Kenim O show. So go follow that channel, and definitely you could go to mintedculture.com, where I'm going to be posting all my videos from all my platforms on that website every single day. Then I also have Stream OVG Business, which is a channel more focused on business, entrepreneurship, making money, personal finances, and business opportunities. So go check that out too. And then of course there's Stream OVG about Black history, business, politics, and culture. So all of these different platforms are highlighted on mintedculture.com. So be sure to go check out mintedculture.com.